Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Organizer Advisor. I am here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Okay, so let's get started. We are continuing our document organization series. And in this video, I'm going to talk about creating a home inventory and why this is important. So grab your hydration beverage. Let's have a sit and a sip. And while you watch this video of me sharing with you my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions on how to organize your life. Okay, so why do we need a home inventory? A home inventory is going to contain all the tangible items that you own. And I'm going to tell you how we break this down into a very manageable process, but it really has a lot of benefits. Number one, it gives you an idea of everything that you have. It makes you feel like this amazing abundance, but it also brings to your awareness things you may have totally forgotten about that you own, that are doing you absolutely no service sitting in a closet or in an attic or in a garage somewhere. Everything that you own is a resource for you to enhance your life in some way. If not, it's just clutter, and it also gives you an idea of things that you are willing to part with in order to either downsize, streamline, or reduce the amount of stress in your life. Writing everything down is going to give us a wonderful awareness of how many things we actually do own. And then, kind of the implication, what's this doing for me? What's this doing for my family? What is this item doing? Is it enhancing my life or is it diminishing my energy? And that is the metric for whether it stays or whether it goes. Because if it's just creating chaos and clutter in your life, it's creating stress, which has implications for your emotional and physical well-being, as well as the dynamics of your family. Research does indicate that a cluttered home, a disorganized home, has a negative effect on family relationships. Okay, so how do we create this home inventory? Well, if you're following my process of every nook and cranny cleaning, I use what I call the compass rose strategy. So we start in one room, and this is our total cleaning process. We start in one room and we break it down into small, manageable segments. I like to use a compass rose strategy where I focus on one wall a day, starting with the north wall, working to the east wall, continuing to the south wall, and then finishing on the west wall. That brings us full circle where every wall is clean, and it breaks it down into small, manageable increments so that we don't get super stressed out and overwhelmed trying to clean our home. So we clean, we organize, and we declutter as we go. But as we're doing that, we then are touching every item that we have. And then we can take time to write that down. And then we assign a value. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can take your iPad or computer and you can type in everything in an Excel spreadsheet if you want to do that, or you can hand write it, which is my preferred method. But the disadvantage to this is when you go into and assign a value to all of those items, you have to calculate. If you put it into an Excel sheet, then you can calculate each column. So I like to do the hard copy. Then my husband takes it and puts it into an Excel sheet. So we tag team it. This way we can still calculate, but I like the process of writing it down. That's just who I am. So whatever works for you, try what fits best for you and your family. Now, let's talk about the benefits of a home inventory. Number one, amazing benefit is that it gives you a cumulative value of everything in your home so that you can compare this to your home insurance policy to make sure that you have enough coverage to cover the contents of your home. Also, it gives you an idea of high-end items that you have that you may need to consult with your insurance agent to see if they are going to cover those specific items. Some home insurance policies don't cover things like jewelry or high-end artwork or antiques. Those items may need to be appraised. So this gives you an idea of what to be able to communicate with your insurance agent. You may want to take pictures. You can do that as well so that you have a video inventory. But again, that's not going to give you to value. But it is a great backup so that you can take pictures or take a video of each room once you get it clean, organized, and decluttered. And then that way you have an additional piece of evidence of the item that you are insuring. Okay, so then once we align this with our insurance, we can also write down the serial numbers. So if you have electronics, tools, or any kind of appliance, you could write down the serial number. In the case that you need to have an item repaired, you can call the company. In the case that you want to sell the item, you have a serial number. In the case of theft, you have the serial number that you can communicate to law enforcement so that they can look in pawn shops, and that's proof of ownership. Okay, I also like to write the serial number down on the booklet that comes in the box, and we staple the receipt to that. Video on how to organize instruction manuals. They don't do well in a filing system, but please check out that video. It has great information in it for you for that. Okay, so now that we've completed our home inventory, we've assigned a value to each thing. Believe me, it adds up quickly, and we have aligned that with our home insurance coverage, making sure that we have additional coverage if needed for some of our high value items, and also if those items need to be appraised. Then we can take this inventory and we can put this with our last will and testament. If you would like to assign or bequeath particular items to particular people, beneficiaries, you can then write their name in a column in your inventory. You can have this notarized, give it to your estate planner, administrator, or executor, however you are planning your last will and testament, and then they can ensure that those items go to those specific people. Now, another idea is you can give this to the people you intend to bequeath items to, and you can say, here's what I have, what do you want? This is going to avoid some of that high intensity emotional process as people are going through the grieving process after your passing. Dividing assets can be very emotionally charged. If it's already done ahead of time, it's already done. You've already taken care of that. And then whatever it needs to be bequeathed can be bequeathed to the specific person according to your wishes. Now, we have all of this work done, and we can update as we go through our home, or when we liquidate something. If we downsize, we're going to be able to go in and keep an active record of all of our tangible assets and their value. And then also, I actually just like to write in there sold. You know, if I sold or I donated, so that my heirs know what happened to those items. Those are my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions for creating a home inventory, aligning it with your home insurance coverage, and being able to assign those items to beneficiaries as part of your last will and testament. So I hope you found this helpful. Please check out my video playlist for a ton of videos on every aspect of organizing your life. Now, just a gentle reminder before I leave, Take time for self-care today. Follow my schedule for daily health and beauty routines. We have a weekly schedule and we have beauty routines we attend to every day to enhance our health and overall well-being. Remember, self-care is health-care. So take time for good self-care today. I am the Organizer Advisor, hoping you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, my friends, have a wonderful day, and bye.